Welcome to Dr. DC. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Wow. Saturday. What a day. Cruising all week with you.
Welcome to
DC's the dog.
Dr. DC.
Dr. DC.
Welcome to the Dr. DC podcast. My name is producer Richard, and across from me is the doctor himself.
Hello.
Each week we talk about the weird and wonderful world of DC while fielding questions from listeners like you.
What? Why did you just blindfold yourself?
I'll show you that even though I pulled it up, I don't need it. It's just that it needs to be there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, your fingers were kind of apart. I think you were still reading.
Fuck you. We are on day 5
Yes.
of Fanstravagnaza.
Yeah, and it's the 7th day of the Fanagar.
That's right.
Fun week. So this is the 5th of these extra Fanstravagnaza episodes. You got a big normal-sized episode episode on Wednesday. You got the annual yesterday. We're rounding out this week with this, and then we're back to our regularly scheduled Wednesdays. Ding.
It's June 13th.
This is June 13th.
We're a month and 2 days away from my birthday.
Yeah, that's all right.
Fuck you. That's right, July 15th, Cancer, baby. Much like what I bring to society.
It's also your birthday wish.
Yeah. Oh God, if no, it's too slow.
Oh no.
No, it needs to be fast.
Yeah. Yeah, my astrological sign is Noose.
Yeah, weird. Mine is aneurysm.
Oh no.
Really tempting fate, aren't we?
It's the bad constellations. Oh yeah, that's Anuros. He's the.
Oh, that one over there. You can see by the shape. It's anal fissures.
Good. Yeah, that's Assiopena. Boo.
Yeah, it's Uranus, fissures, fissurus.
Fissurus, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice.
Why don't we start getting into some of these questions?
Yeah, this is the last of these mailbag episodes for a while, so let's do it.
First questions are going to come from Facebook.
Going to the face and the book, going to the Facebook.
First question comes from Adam Upper.
I hardly know her.
Yeah, so ask for consent first.
Jesus.
What's wrong with you? You sicken me.
Good God.
Adam asks, if it wasn't Jason that got killed, which Robin would you prefer to have been killed off? Yes, I know this is a leading question to Damian.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
Listen, Damian has grown into his own character. There are people that love Damian. Damian is more than just the assassin thing. I know all of that before you all fucking at me. I just don't like him. He hasn't grown on me. The closest that I've gotten is Morrison's Batman and Robin run where Dick is Batman. But I like the relationship. It's not that I like Damian, it's that I like the dynamic. And then a little bit in Super Sons. I do enjoy his friendship with Jonathan Kent. Generally speaking, though, I'm not a big fan of Damian, so if I have to pick one lamb to send to the slaughter, it's Damian. It's got to be. Do you have a different one? Or?
Oh, I mean, Jason would be a challenging one to get rid of.
Well, but the question is if it wasn't Jason.
Oh,
your answer to if it wasn't Jason was it should still be Jason.
It should still be Jason. Yeah.
It's such like a fatalistic answer to be like, well, it couldn't be anything, but it was always destined to be him.
Yeah, it always is and was and will be
in every timeline.
Yeah, it's Jason. Yeah, that's what I'm sticking with.
Wow. Yeah. Sorry, and why is that?
I just think that like Damian needs to get put out of his misery a bit.
So that's why you want Jason to die?
Yeah. Sorry, I think Jason needs to be put out of his misery. I think he's...
You gotta get your story straight, man. Come on. This is the first episode of our 4th year.
Well, I guess we stop then.
You gotta fucking up.
It's the last episode of our final podcast.
Is this hashtag sweet release?
Oh, no. I didn't even get the nooses set up. I'm supposed to paint them. It's going to be so nice.
You're supposed to paint them. Yeah, they're festive.
Yeah. No, I think Jason needs to be put out of his misery. I think that like he's gone through too much shit. I think I think that he doesn't like being controlled so much, and I think he's miserable. And I think he's
right. But most of the shit he went through was post-death. So you're saying he should have always been the one to die because what happens to him after he dies,
so bad.
He needs to be put out of his misery. But the putting out of the misery just sets him on that path.
Yeah. But if he doesn't exist, period, then he won't have to go through it.
Oh shit! Is that what the question is?
Well, it is now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Bleach Boy shows up.
That's right. He never existed.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, the craziest thing about Bleach Boy is that he would just be using his powers, and you would just never know that he did.
He doesn't even exist?
I mean, he can't. We would know. We would feel it.
I mean, how could you not? So much bleach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's always true. If you put a black light on, you can see where the bleach was.
Right, yeah.
It's a Jason Todd shaped bleach mark on the wall.
Oh, Jesus. Good God.
It's just a smear of Jason Todd on the floor.
Listen, I mean, luckily we never have to actually deal with Bleach Boy in real life, so because he doesn't exist.
No.
Because we would know if he did.
Yeah, obviously. There'd be remnants.
We'd have a memory of it or something like
yeah.
that. We don't, so.
Yeah, there's nothing. So, let's go to the next question.
All right.
Comes from the most interesting resident.
Roland Sebas? Andrew Delgado? Stephen Merrigan Almagro? Steven Salazar?
I don't know who all these people are. It's Andrew Delgado.
I just said Andrew Delgado.
Yeah, but that's not what you said first.
But you said I don't know who all these people are.
Yeah, all these extra people.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You didn't get it. You always get it. No, he's my dog. I'll do it. I don't even know how to move forward.
Hey,
wow, what
It's year 4. Anything could happen.
We're fucking up so much in the first episode.
Yeah.
Jesus.
We're really setting the tone.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't record 5 episodes in a row.
Oh, it's fine.
Andrew asks, one comic had Lex's battle armor come from New Gods tech. And I know of one BVS theory was that he was going to make armor out of Zod's suit. What other possible sources of inspiration might Lex take?
Oh, right. Yeah. So, yeah, we've talked about that before. And there was a version of Batman Superman, like early draft or an early concept or something that he would develop his own, like, Lex armor by using pieces of Zod's Kryptonian
You would say it's the lexicon.
That's his special fan convention every year. Lexicon 2020.
Yeah, where there's a sub convention inside of it where everybody does it. It's called Sexicon.
Oh no.
It's the big orgy every year.
Yeah.
What is this, fucking Dragon Con?
Ayo!
Shots fired.
So yeah, there's that like potential origin, or Lex maybe borrowing New Gods tech. What are some other, I think, like reasonable things that in a different universe or a different continuity, way for Lex to basically make a suit that could stand up to Superman?
Well, I mean, could you take some battle armor from Darkseid?
Well, that's the New Godsy sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, on that note, I mean, there are these other, like, there's Atlanteans and there's Themyscira, and that if Lex manages to get his hands on some of this, like, stuff that's been touched by the gods or touched by sorcery or stuff like that, and makes a bit of an armor that way, then I think the idea of this question is, if Lex just made a suit of armor out of regular materials, it's still going to crumple like a vehicle.
Yeah.
How would he make a suit of armor that can actually take a punch from Superman or something? Part of it, too, has to do with his power source. Sometimes his suit is powered by kryptonite in the way that Metallo is powered by kryptonite.
Yeah.
So there's things there where you could play with it, too. Does it have a force field? So Superman's not actually hitting it. He's hitting the energy. I think there's, like, ways to explain why Lex's suit isn't just instantly, like, blown to dust every time he fights Superman.
Could do like some ability from like Zoom, like create a suit that like creates its own speed force.
Well, I told you it's the Wally West Flash, and where he fights Savitar. There are speedsters that are able to create and use like Speed Force constructs,
Yeah.
solidified pieces of Speed Force. So yeah, I mean, again, if Lex were so inclined or coerced or stole or bargained or whatever, you can maybe get his hands on some of that stuff. We're definitely talking about different tech, a version of like a modified like light projection, you know, like Dr. Light or a lantern ring or a halo or things like that. There's possible that he could augment his armor that way too. I think there's lots of ways in continuity that make enough sense to explain why his armor is at all able to stand up to Superman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's leave Facebook and head on over to Instagram.
Now we're going to Instagram, take some questions and answer them.
Oh, God. Of course, this question comes from the one and only, the not fake, the real Josh Gill.
Gill. Sexy Gill.
Definitely existing Gill. So real.
No. Well, yeah, he's the real one.
Yeah. He's not that other one.
Would the real Josh Gill please stand up?
Look, just because I made a doll that looks similar to Josh doesn't mean that he has to be the real one.
Well, but the problem is that you made an Instagram account for the doll and you just took at Josh Gill. So that he had to take at the real Josh Gill because the doll was already...
Wow, yeah.
You keep posting pictures of the doll like bent over with its mouth open. And so he had to make a different account to be like, listen, like, that's not me. Because he was getting like messages from his employer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. They were like, listen, what you do on your own time is fine, but like, you are a representative of our company. And
what you're posting on the internet doesn't...
So that's why he had to take the real Josh Gill. That's because of you.
Well, you know what? Don't make me have to make a doll, and that's what's...
Have to?
He gave me no other choice.
My God. This is why we can't do another psychology episode. I'm worried about it just becoming about this unhealthy relationship.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I would say you're definitely the Harley to Josh's Joker.
Wow. Mr. J?
Except you haven't gotten...
Oh my God.
Except you haven't gotten to the stage where you're like independent and back on your own and making your own name for yourself.
No, thank you. No, it's just me and Mr. J forever.
Yeah.
Mr. J.
Oh, I got you.
You just didn't acknowledge it, and I thought that was really smart.
I mean, if it was funnier, I would have.
Josh asks, fuck, marry, kill, Batman, Superman, and Flash's rogues galleries.
We have to do all of them?
Well, I just think the galleries, like as a whole entity.
Well, that's what I mean. I can't fuck that many people.
Oh, I would assume we mean like them as single entities.
Oh, I see. Right.
Rather than fuck, marry, kill all of them, because there's more than 3 people in each of their galleries.
Well, that's what I mean.
So, of those.
Well, no, but I don't mean fuck, marry, kill in each gallery.
Yeah,
I mean, if I say fuck Flash's rogues, do I have to fuck every one of Flash's rogues?
Yeah.
See, that's the bit that concerns me. I think, first of all...
It's a sacrifice you're willing to make, I think.
Straight up, kill Superman's rogues. Many of them are Superman level power.
Oh, yeah.
Or are just way too dangerous for any sort of contact.
Yeah, because something that has to be able to beat Superman is like unbeatable for anybody else.
Way too dangerous. You know, Parasite, Zod, Mongol, Cyborg Superman, Doomsday. Like, I don't need anything to do with any of them.
Yeah.
Kill Superman's rogues, I think.
You gotta fuck Batman's rogues.
I think you fuck Batman's rogues because
they're a little wild.
They're kind of sexy.
Kind of real sexy, yeah.
Got Clayface.
I mean,
Poison Ivy.
Like, that's the one you bring up as sexy?
Clayface could be anyone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Clayface, Poison Ivy.
I'm thinking of like the Batman
Harley,
animated series Clayface.
Catwoman. I mean, there's a lot going on
yeah,
there.
For sure.
You got to watch out for Joker, but, you know.
He'd be a fun time.
Two-Face, half the time, it's good. You know,
just like any bad relationship.
Yeah, I think you kind of have to go that way with Batman's rogues.
Yeah.
Talia al Ghul.
Oh yeah. Oh,
there's a lot of femme fatales in Batman's rogues.
Wow, that's really interesting. Actually,
yeah,
I never really thought about it like that.
And Clayface. Did I say Clayface?
Yeah, okay.
Clayface.
And
please stop making me into a fleshlight.
You could literally turn it into any person, and you keep turning him into a fleshlight.
Oh, not just one. Hundreds.
And I think Flash's rogues. What's great about Flash's rogues? A lot of the time, like some of them turn good,
and a lot of them have a heart of gold.
Yeah,
I think you can reasonably. I mean, they're all villains.
Yeah.
But for this question, you can reasonably say marry Flash's rogues. I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And I mean, they'd also just be useful. I mean, a lot of them are speedsters, so they can get you shit and bring you places.
Yeah, and and Captain Cold is fun to just sit and have a beer with. Like I could see it working.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, now I want to marry Flash's rogues.
Easy.
Excuse me.
I gotta tell your wife.
No, not her. She's actually Flash's rogue.
She's been Mirror Master the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Let's leave Instagram.
Okay.
And head on over to Reddit.
Where everyone's nice and no one's ever mean.
That goes cray.
Ain't it, Jay?
Butchie outa.
Fish fillet.
It's been a while. The Cray Ghost asks, Johnny and Jesse Quick visualize their formula 3 times 2. Well, technically it's actually in brackets 9YZ, then 3 times 2, and then 4A.
Right.
Because you got to do the ones inside first.
That's right.
I remember school.
Bedmas.
Yeah, that's right. I liked it. Anyways,
you want to Bedmas Batman's rogues?
Yeah. That's right. To connect.
That's like a sexy Taco Bell ad. It's Bedmas.
Oh, yo quiero Bedmas?
Sorry. So Johnny and Jesse Quick visualize their formula.
To connect to the Speed Force.
Right.
Since they're able to visualize abstract geometry, would they conceivably be able to connect to the newly established negative Speed Force should they visualize its inverse, such as Zatanna shouting it?
Right.
Or is it just their way of rationalizing the Speed Force?
Right. So Johnny and Jesse Quick are these sort of golden age kind of fast characters that have been retconned into being connected to the Speed Force. But their thing was that they would basically shout this formula and they like tapped into this like basically like secret formula of the motion of the world.
Yeah.
And it would give them limited super speed. The idea, I think, in the retcon is that formula is just a portion of the Speed Force. Gives them, so they're not full speed, but it gives them a little bit of access to it. So what the question becomes is the negative Speed Force, if the negative Speed Force is just the inverse, do you say it backwards and then you get access to it? I'm no mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that's not how the inverse of equations works. I don't think you would just say it backwards. I think there would be square roots, right? Because there's like squares and stuff in it.
Yeah.
You'd have like square roots. You'd have division. It would be like an actual like, it would be like a flipped, an actual inverse equation. It would be like 1 over and then a bunch of square root things and stuff like that. I think if anyone out there is all math savvy and you want to take that Speed Force equation and say what the inverse is, I think that can canonically be what the negative Speed Force version is.
I love that. Oh my God.
But I mean, in terms of can you do that? I think by the logic of the comic, yes.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't work for Zatanna because her magic is just saying stuff backwards.
Yeah.
But if you had what that inverse equation is, I think technically, by the logic of the comics, that would give you access to the negative Speed Force. Yes.
Wow. Did we just write a new?
I think we did. Jeff Johns?
Hello? You're definitely not listening.
Jeff?
Hello?
Jeff, can
you come too?
Jeff, put down the 7 screenplays and come and look at this comic thing we came up with.
Oh my God, that's really funny. Well, that's the last question.
All right. Well, we all know what time it is.
That's right. A concept that we do every episode.
We've been doing this for like over 100 episodes now.
Yeah. Not stolen from the podcast New Player Has Joined.
No, why would it
stop
be?
Fucking asking.
Because we've been doing it forever.
The emails are not appreciated.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's time for Can You Guess the Name of the Character based on how somebody who doesn't read comics describes that comic character to us.
Yeah, you'd think after 100 episodes we would have like come up with a snappier title for it.
No, that's it.
Yeah, I like it. Let's keep
So, I
mean, we're committed now. We're pretty deep into it.
That's true.
No.
I've reached out to my lovely wife, who does not read comic book characters,
Right.
showed her a character, and then has now had her describe in her very unique way what that character is, and you have to figure out.
I have to
who am I
figure out
talking
who it
about?
is. Okay.
So, she says, gender neutral fancy banana probably has a discount card for Joann's Fabrics, likes doing dishes by hand after a long day, maybe has a continence issue, and doesn't want anyone to recognize them.
Okay. Fancy banana.
Yep. Gender neutral fancy banana.
Fancy banana. Okay.
Probably has a discount card for Joann's Fabrics. Likes doing dishes by hand after a long day. Maybe has a continence issue and doesn't want anyone to recognize them.
Well, I mean, so there's got to be a lot of yellow in this costume. There must be.
Okay.
Fancy banana, though, is like, what do we got going on there? Like top hat, tux, like something else going on, like some sort of fancy equipment. Fancy banana or a monocle or something like that. Gender neutral banana. Oh, this is really tough. I'm going to say Godspeed.
No.
Oh.
You want one more guess?
Okay, I'll take one more guess. See, I went with Godspeed because it's such a slick uniform and stuff, but it's like white, sort of waspy. Okay.
The image. You want a clue?
Sure.
The image that I provided was an Alex Ross drawing.
Okay. Oh God. Fancy banana.
When you see it,
I'm getting so hung up on this banana thing.
When you see it, it's so funny. It's perfect.
Oh, jeez.
You sound like Tom Goss.
The Dark Knight. Yellow, fancy. Like Joann's Fabrics. So I'm still sort of suburban, waspy. Got something, but fabrics. So is there a lot of like stuff going on?
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Fate?
That's right.
Yes.
Bang, 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 bang. Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
That's right.
That's
gender
good.
neutral fancy banana.
That's good. Wow, gender neutral fancy banana. Yeah. And Dr. Fate has been man, woman, both. That's a weirdly accurate description, considering you only just showed one picture.
Yeah, and she has no idea who it is.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. I feel good about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, that's it for this week. Today.
Yeah, we will be back on our regular Wednesday schedules for next week, and we'll see you then.
Ciao, ciao.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
They always fight for what is right. Live with danger and adventure. They are men of might.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.